Yo, yo, yo! How we doing, chat? I'm back, baby! And not tired at all, I promise. I haven't just slept all day. Accidentally on purpose. How we doing, Thax, Somnus? Tobias? Deep Creep? Is it only defense planets? Because I wanted to help out on Borok to keep another campaign going so we can clutch 5 planets, but I'm not sure that would count. I don't know if is on its answer there. I've literally been out of the fold for the last week, pretty much. Welcome in, DD Creep. Sorry, how's it going? Welcome back. Normac, let's go. How's everyone doing? Excuse me, I am eating currently as well. I need to do everything at once. Yes, we are running on fumes today. What's happening in Helldivers world, chat? I haven't been able to keep up. I've been off the grid for a week, literally. Well, since Friday. No. Monday. Sunday. It's a good sign, though. When you don't know what day it is, that's always a good sign. Been playing PoE 2. Which class are you playing, Somnus? Is it everyone's long weekend this weekend, by the way? Easter weekend and all that? I was talking to Pips earlier and he was saying that he's been playing Space Marine. No new update. So we might check that out too. You played a Lich dot build. Nice. I feel you, Tobias, man. There's not much going on at the moment. There is not much going on. Oh, really? Having connection issues? No, decent. Oh, no. Something I was really interested in. The first game I played in terms of content creation, well, second, technically, Lords of the Fallen. They've just brought out like a version 2.0 of the game. Might check it out. Because that's what my first love. Right at the end of the match, saw dude blip out. Oh, so it's that bad. You reinstalled Cyberpunk. Wow. Now that is a different approach. I've got Cyberpunk. I've never played it. Played it a little bit, but not fully. Did not come out yesterday, Somnus. I was thinking about it, but I know, man. I've missed you all. I was thinking about Last Epoch, but I just don't have. I don't have the. I just don't have the energy, I guess, to start a new ARPG at the moment. You've heard me say this before, but I just don't like how creating content for those games feels. I like creating content for them, but I don't like how it feels very pressured. Very pressured. And I have to be in the right sort of headspace with that. And at the moment, nah. Yo, Dance, how's it going? So what's going on? All I did was look and see that we had predator bugs. Use an old thumbnail again. Guilty. Nine planets. Okay. Borok, 3,000 people on it. Akama is the place to be, apparently. Yeah, no worries, Dansk. Appreciate you being here, man. Hope you have a nice walk. Oh, go to work. So, usual stuff, folks. Nothing else to play. So we're playing Helldivers. Anyone want to jump in? Don't feel obligated. Otherwise, I will just drop in with randoms.
One last step.
Initiating FTL jump to the Akamai system.
Dansk. I don't blame you, man.
Successful. Mission preparation aborted.
Clumsy Dro, welcome back. I love how the wasp can track and cloak, or can track the cloak predators, and you can take them out of distance. It's nice to finally find the good use for the weapon. I've never liked the wasp, if I'm honest. But I will keep that in mind. That does sound interesting. I was doing Space Marine 2, but the grind just isn't as fun as games like Helldivers. Space Marine's a great game moment to moment. I feel like Space Marine is, for me, a bit more of a rhythm game compared to Helldivers. But I like both. Like there isn't really one that I like more than the other. I like them both for different reasons, but Helldivers has more replayability than Space Marine, I would say.
Orbit synchronized.
I think a lot of the things need substantial buffs, I would say. Yeah, before I jump in, folks. Wow, it's really quiet. Crazy. Yeah, to be honest, Space Marine, they fumbled the launch in a way that was such a shame because we got a great game on the hands, but the amount of content to work through just wasn't there. And like the grindiness of it, like Pips and I played that game, I'd say out of kind of our group of content creators, probably the most. And we both got to the same point. Like we both had every class max. We had every weapon apart from one each max. I think mine was the bolt sniper and his was like, I can't remember what his was. But even we got to a point where we were like, nah, man, this isn't it. It fell off very quickly.
Allied destroyer has joined squadron.
Which was unfortunate.
Engaging orbital thrusters.
Yeah, no worries, Dan. But I've been thinking a bit on holiday about where I need to go with the channel now, and it really feels like we need a new direction with stuff. And I'm just trying to figure out what it is, because what we're doing with Helldivers at the moment is not... It's losing momentum quite fast. For whatever reason that would be. So, I need to come up with some ideas.
Allied destroyer has joined squadron. Engaging orbital thruster.
Let's keep coming back to the same problem. There's just no games, man. There just doesn't feel like there's any games to make content for. Like, I could do playthroughs of games like Red Dead and Resident Evil and Cyberpunk with you guys on stream. That might be quite fun, actually, but I don't know what the general interest levels would be like. But video-wise, we need to figure out what the hell we're doing. Do I like Dead by Daylight style type games? I like Hunt Showdown. I like Finals a bit. I'm interested in how Marathon turns out, for sure. I've gone blank. What the hell are we fighting? Bugs. Oh, this is so confusing.
Hellpod launch initiated.
Yo, Johnny! How you doing, bro? Appreciate that, Dansk. Appreciate that a lot, man. Thank you. Marathon, I like the idea of, but we'll see.
Let our enemies choke upon their territorial ambition.
Jeez. Oh, you are kidding me. Yeah, not bad, Johnny. I just got back off holiday yesterday, so... I say yesterday, very late last night, so I am feeling slightly jaded, to say the least. Yeah, it's nice to have the Predator books back. Okay. Pickup groups are crazy, man. Yo, Fishy. How's it going? How's work going, Johnny? Yo, Tobias with the 5 and the welcome back. I appreciate you, man. Thank you. W's in the chat for Tobias. Whoa, that's a lot of flappies. Ghost, as in like Patrick Swayze. Yes, Den of Wolves looks absolutely awesome. Okay, I want you all on next Fresh Dive to cue this music. Sounds like a new warbond class of Helldiver Legendary. Veterans diving in. Same composers for Helldivers 2. Same vein, so yeah. Oh, you like this music? Sorry, I'm with you now. You like the music that I'm playing? I got you. Yo, Johnny with the 5. Appreciate you, man. Thank you. It's no lie, man. Our holiday was absolutely S tier, but the bank the bank balance is a little bit yikes. Not gonna lie. We went a little bit overboard. Kind of adopted the when in Rome mentality, and yeah. The rest is history. But appreciate the fives, boys. Thank you. Yo, thanks. You take care, man. I've never heard of Ghost. Yeah, Madame Phase Shifter had to just check in with me at one point. We had a little bit of a heated discussion about the spends. It was along the lines of, you're going to be pissed off when you come back. And I was like, I don't care. We're on holiday. We'll pick up the pieces later. And yeah, it was done in 5 minutes. Yo, Mako, how's it going? Ugo, hey, how's it going, man? I got a story to tell you about the week later. Oh, you've had some something. Whoa, what's happened to that 500 kg? Something go on this week. How you doing, Mako? Yeah, my holiday was great, thank you. Exactly, Fishrock. Exactly. Okay, that's good news, man. Underestimated the size of the tower and trying to move shit around so it'll fit. Oh, is it massive? Ugo's got his Apex gaming PC. How close is that? Probably too close, I would say. Yeah, but Ugo, let us know once you can how it's looking. Yeah, Mako, we're all the same, mate. I am really just sort of at a loss of what to play at the moment on stream. I'm just playing Helldivers because I can't really think of anything else that you guys would want to watch. Looks great, haven't turned it on yet. The moment of truth is upon us, Ugo. I'm glad that's finally got to you, man. How did that... Are you joking me? Wow, okay. Yeah, but apparently it's not working particularly well in multiplayer at the moment, but I will be checking Space Marine 2 out. Yo, it's a small Paul, how's it going? Yeah, that mound video does look good. The Cthulhu one. I do like that type of vibe.
Calling down a support weapon. Found something. Bug west. Calling down a sentry.
Den of Wolves in that game look fun. Ow.
Sub-objective near your location.
Abiotic Factor is another game I'm thinking of playing on stream. They got the 1.0 coming out soon. Another one is No More Room in Hell 2 has updated today, I think, or yesterday. Perhaps interested in checking how that's changed. There we go. Remove them. Well, I mean, what else are people playing? What else do you guys play? Like, surely you don't just sit playing Helldivers all the time. Do we take the guard dog? Do you mind if I take this guard dog, or are you picking it up?
Mission at 30 minutes remaining.
Dark and Darker. Yeah, we played that a bit. I'd love to start. I want to play something a bit more competitive on stream, like Hunt Showdown or Finals or something like that. I've bounced off PoE this time. I got too far behind. And once again, it just frustrates me. I can't dedicate as much time to playing games as other content creators can. So it's just games like that. It's just a double compoundation, if that's even a word, of issues it causes. Oh, should have put that perhaps there.
Firing orbital strike.
Nope, neither of them. Nice. Takes so much time, man. There's like time, luck, and then the time to record the videos. Yeah, it's just... Unfortunately, this time around, the videos I did make did not go off. They were a little bit behind the curve of where everyone was at, and I picked the class that everyone else was making videos for. Perfect storm, really. A bit frustrated, to say the least. Arc Raiders does look good as well. Speaking of grindy games, has anyone seen the new RuneScape? That snuck up on me. Night Rain's at the end of May. Yeah, lip cab's okay. I've used it a bit.
Calling in reinforcements.
No! You tripped me!
It's all about humanity.
Oh.
It's all about humanity.
I was very lucky. We just got out of there, man. He's getting trampled.
Requesting sentry.
Let's try it again. See ya.
Calling in reinforcements.
I'm just running around killing stuff, talking to you guys, if I'm honest. I'm not really focused enough on the objectives. Having a nice jolly catch-up, aren't we, PSC? It's always ammo economy on those weapons, isn't it? Yep, that's correct. I was not needing to worry about that happening. Wasn't needing to worry about that.
Request approved. Reinforcements have been launched.
I need to put my phone on charge.
Outpost clear.
Oh, so dry, man. I'm feeling so unenthused. It's bad. Yeah, I'm a bit like that, Paul. Oh, the prices are disgusting. No. Terrifying. Yeah, it completely. But the thing is, people are still buying them. Because unfortunately, the way the economy works is there is a cross-section of people who, regardless of how expensive a game is, will still pay it. Either they've got loads of money or they just don't care. They're addicts, etc. And then that means that the people, the general people who don't perhaps have all the money in the world, can't afford to buy the games. People are starting to get priced out of buying video games, and that's just ridiculous. Like, it should not be happening. A simple pleasure in life like that being outpriced is just, it's a disgrace. Infuriating. Really tough to see. And then equally, there's like people who can afford them, but out of principle won't buy them. Like the biggest one of those for me recently that I've made a purchase for is Diablo 4. I paid, I think it was 70, maybe £80 for a Diablo 4. And then later on, I ended up getting Vessel of Hatred again. to paid even, and that was again like 60, 70 again. Both games have fallen short massively my expectations of a game at that price point. It's just, yeah. And I'm an idiot for buying it because the writing was on the wall already. This is crazy.
Requesting sentry. Calling down a sentry.
This is the future.
Did anyone watch Last of Us, by the way? I want to get that watched tonight.
This is the future.
Yes, I agree with you, Fish.
Evolution.
Dak, I think that what you've said there is kind of half true. I think that when you have a game like Assassin's Creed, whatever it's called, and it's got a team the size it had behind it, it's going to cost an absolute bomb to make with these quadruple A games that Ubisoft make. But on the other foot, sorry, a game of that magnitude with that level of ability within the team comes out the way it did and then gets outsold and outplayed by Schedule 1, a game made by one person. You've got to start... Wow. You've got to start looking at what these developers are actually releasing. So, it's just, for me, abhorrent that developers charge the kind of money they're charging
This.
for a game that is subpar. Oh, look at this game. Look at this game we're playing now. This isn't a AAA. Space Marine, I suppose, was AAA. Low-end AAA. I'm trying to think what else. Diablo's a AAA game. PoE's not AAA, I would say. Not AAA studio. Is Al Grinding Gear AAA? No, I don't think they are. They're owned by Tencent, but I actually don't know. I don't know how I'd class Grinding Gear. The Last Epoch, that is not AAA. Deep Rock Galactic, not AAA.
Out of ammo. Calling down supplies.
There's just nothing for us to play at the moment, unfortunately. But you know what, Fish? Out of all the games of recent release, I would say that that's probably pretty forgivable, man. I just want to play some different games, if I'm honest. On stream, I just really want to play some different games. That absolute crew. Look at him using that airburst like a boss. It's stuck in his leg. Oh no. I appreciate that, Clumsy, thank you. I agree, I think big AAA devs are losing. Taking a loss on a project isn't... Hang on, sorry, let me restart that. I agree, I think the big AAA devs taking a loss on a project isn't offset industry-wide by unicorns like Helldivers 2. Look at Insomniac. They staff and have the golden touch with everything. Who are Insomniac? I've never come across Insomniac. At least I don't think I have.
Calling down a support weapon.
I have one friend who's worked in the games industry in a AAA studio that I won't name. A very well-known one. And he's not a game dev anymore. So, go figure. Yo, Pardo's in Spain. How's it going, man? Much love to you and your family, mate. Hope you're having a good one. Ah, they do the Spider-Man games. Right, okay. I've never played any of those games. That's why I don't know them. I know what Ratchet and Clank is. That's a very well-liked game, isn't it?
Requesting sentry. Requesting orbital strike.
Oh, no, don't. Stay. Pardo's reapering in Spain, absolutely.
Requesting air support.
Nuke out.
Requesting sentry.
Interesting. Okay, Thak. That's cool. Oh, man, like, it would be great if I could play games like the Zelda games, Xenoblade Chronicles. That's a game series that I've not got into properly that I'd love to play on stream. And then obviously all the horror games I mentioned. But like, I should be making loadout videos for Helldivers, but I'm just so... I'm like, do I? Like, I just feel by this point we've done it all.
Outpost destroyed.
Calling in reinforcements. Calling down a sentry.
I'm not into Dynasty Warriors type games, unfortunately. I know what it is. They're not really my bag.
Requesting orbital.
I'm dead.
Joining the threat.
See you later, Pardo. Have a good one. But yeah, it's something... Essentially, I think I need to start playing just what the hell I want on stream, and the videos can be a bit more focused on games like Helldivers. But...
Reinforcement budget depleted.
coming back off a holiday and then being like, can't wait to see the PSC. But the thought that I have to play Helldivers and there's nothing else to make videos for is a bleak feeling that isn't necessarily true. It's just that I need to figure out what I'm doing. What a shot.
Marking location. Heavy.
Close your eyes.
South.
Mission at 10 minutes remaining.
Yeah. That I just want games like Resident Evil, Dead Space. Games that people know, games that people are gonna like find funny.
Additional reinforcement funding approved.
Calling in reinforcements.
Yo, Kyle, how's it going, man?
Another step towards galactic liberation. You may extract when ready.
Yeah, I need to check that out.
Close your eyes.
Yeah, it's a nice idea, Johnny, but that ship sailed a long time ago with that game. Yeah, good, thanks, mate. Just came back from a holiday, so quite tired, but all good. How you doing? We should have played Last Berserker of Kazan or whatever it was called. That was a game that we missed that we perhaps should have been more on it for. That would have been a great one for the channel. Got a little bit more receptive to things like that, I guess. I just didn't see it doing well, if I was honest. And it's come out and done very well. A bit like Lords of the Fallen in that regard. A niche Souls-like.
Additional reinforcement funding approved.
I want to be playing a game like Sea of Thieves with Campbell's. But, I just don't know what content we could get out of it. I haven't played it, Thak, but I've seen how good it plays and looks. Oh no.
Requesting sentry.
Yeah, so would I, Johnny, but it's, I'm saying it more from an angle of a content creator than just like playing it for the sake of it. Like I need an angle with stuff before I start playing it and covering it. Unfortunately, it's not as simple as me just playing what I want to play. Which is why I need to just think about the direction the channel's going. Yeah, I looked at it, Tobias. I mean, that's not got my builds and stuff in it, though. It's... I don't know. Let's see if we can get a kill with this. Never mind. Oh, you should not have opened that bug breach. I'm scared of it, Johnny. I don't know if you were here before. I'm not a fan of covering ARPGs on the channel. It's too stressful. The amount of time investment.
5 minutes remaining. I repeat,
The amount of time investment for them is just not great for my head. No, I'm not very burnt. I wear a lot of Factor 50 sun cream. And we were on the beach. A lot of pool days. Yo, Raymond. Happy Friday. We definitely drank, though, let me tell you. Whew. But where we were was not cheap. Oh. No. We did have a very good time. I don't think we went to bed earlier than 4 or 5 every day. And then we were getting up at like 10 to go for breakfast. And then neither of us were able to sleep afterwards. So what we had... I'm trying to think, because on the night I left you, I'd done a poker game on the Friday till late. Got up on Saturday early. Then on Sunday, had a load to do and got to sleep at about midnight. Had to be up at 3. We were out... Oh no, I tell a lie. On the first night, we were up at 3 a.m. to catch the flight. Then we were... up, I think we only stayed out till about midnight on the first night, but we did have quite a lot to drink. And then on the second day, we were up at 9. And then that night, we were up till 5. Up at 10. Back to it the next day, up till 5 the following night. So we just like, yeah. We then had the whole day yesterday after we checked out, chilling by the pool, and then our flight wasn't till the evening. And we both just sort of sat there like, waiting, got on the plane. By the time we got back, I'd been like doing my usual lying on the plane. I'd go to sleep anyway, so I like instantly asleep. And I kept doing that thing. You'll know what I mean when you're in like a public place and you're sleeping. You've got that like second conscience. I kept like going.
Allied destroyer leaving squadron.
And then like realizing I'd tweaked and looked, and like the person next to me is like looking at me like I'm a lunatic. My Madam Phase Shifters, she's like just giggling at me. And then whenever I kept falling asleep, I'd start going and waking myself up. So I had some pretty rubbish sleep. But I felt better than she did because I'd had those little bits of sleep. I dig watching you play with and interact with your audience in a co-op PvE shooter and being part of the interactive audience. You've got to do what you want to do with your chamber. That's why I'm here. Yeah, no, I get it, man. I'm fully aware that a lot of you are here because of the PvE and the co-op and the conversations that we have. I would never want to lose the interaction. And that, again, is a problem. Well, no, it's not a problem. It's the niche of the channel. But the issue is, at the moment, there's no new good co-op PvE games coming out, or games that are currently sucking a lot of viewership for a channel of my size. So it's like, what do? We either keep doing what we're doing here and weather the storm, or we start to diversify what we do. And I feel like diversification is probably the best thing for my channel at the moment. That's kind of where I'm at. I mean, Fish, this has always been my channel. Before it was even called what it is now, I used to play games like Diablo 2 back in the day on a different Twitch channel. Interaction has always been my thing. Always. Like, I get so frustrated when I watch content creators play games on stream with 1,000+ viewers, and they are not speaking. They're just like this. You know, thanks for the sub. Yeah, thanks for the super chat. It's like, what are we getting out of this? Like, what are we trying to achieve here? You're an entertainer. You are supposed to be talking to your audience. They are watching you. In my head, right, okay, here's my logic. In my head, you guys are giving up your time to watch me play a video game. If you're giving up your time to be here and support me, which is essentially what you're doing, you know, this is something that I do for a living. You're here to support me. I should be trying to give you something to be engaged with. And it's just like, look, everyone has their own preferences. But when I watch some streamers, man, I'm just like, why? Why are people watching this? But hey, look, each to their own. Just because that's what I think doesn't mean that's how other people think. ABC was absolutely cooking that game. But anyway, back to what you were saying, Fish. That's the bedrock of this game. See, this is the reason why I'm a bit cagey about playing a game like Hunt. Because I'm not at a level on that game where I can freely talk to the chat while I'm playing. I could try it. I could try it on stream and see if you enjoy it. But that sort of game is a game where you have to lock in, and I'll be honest, I haven't been playing FPS games as much as I used to since I started being a content creator. I just haven't. I used to play a lot of FPS games. So my ability level will be rusty. Absolutely awesome, Nock. Thank you for asking. Welcome back, man. We had a banger of a time.
Mission coordinates locked. Hellpods prime. Engaging orbital thrusters.
But maybe, you know, back to what you've just said, Fish, maybe what it is actually, rather than it being, is this game a co-op game? Maybe it's more a question of, is this a game which I can stream and talk to you whilst playing? You know, maybe that's the difference. Or is it a game that you can watch me play with other people and watch me interacting with those people? And then that kind of broadens the net a little bit. But then Okay, so here's a question. Would you enjoy watching me play Sea of Thieves with Campbell's? Because he's really up for me playing Sea of Thieves. Like, would you enjoy that? Or would you be like, Sea of Thieves is boring? Or would you enjoy watching me play the finals with Pips? Wow, Tobias.
Allied destroyer has joined squadron. Engaging orbital thrusters.
Sea of Thieves is cool, man.
Orbit synchronized.
Variety is the spice of life. That's very well said, Johnny. We're going full bullet hell mode here. Nah, I'll take the gas dog. Keep it controlled.
Countdown launch initiated.
Up to 4 people. Your Still Hunters session basically helped me make the decision to leave the title on the shelf. Yeah, I haven't played it since either. I thought it was good. It's just not... It didn't grab me. You know what I'm saying? It didn't grab me. Yeah, maybe. I mean, yeah, lock, yeah, maybe. I mean... Just want to move away from Helldivers a bit, you know what I mean? I'm not... Right, so I will say this absolutely, confidently. I am not a Helldivers creator. I am not a Helldivers strictly only content creator. This channel was never meant to be a Helldivers channel. I made it before Helldivers came out. It's made for all things co-op, FPS, and RPG. That's the tag. I apologize if this comes as nosy, but do you get paid by the amount of views of your videos? The videos I see with the most views seem to be the bite-sized game update types. What do you mean, Thack? Like getting your favorite game update while drinking a coffee? I'm sorry, I'm not understanding what you mean. In answer to your question, you get paid per 1,000 views a video. And the way that works is YouTube are paid by advertisers per 1,000 views. So the advertiser might say, I will give you $7 per 1,000 views on a video if you place our ads in this video for this niche of content creator. And YouTube take a cut of that, and I get a cut of that. Gaming is perhaps one of, if not the lowest CPM, you call it, cost per meal. One of the lowest, if not the lowest, niches on YouTube, because it is deemed that gamers and people that watch video game content tend to be the lower end of how much expendable income they have. Now, if you were a creator for a crypto channel or a financial advice channel, you can be getting something along the lines of, you're getting like sometimes $10, $15, $20, $30 per 1,000 views. So to put that into context, if I got I think the cost per meal at the moment for me is $2, roughly. I don't mind sharing that with you. I think about $2 per 1,000 views. So if I had a video pop off and get 150,000 views, then yeah, you're talking some decent cash. But once again, if that was a finance channel, do the maths. You get 150,000 views on a $15 per 1,000. All of a sudden, your income is going crazy. Gaming, it ain't the case. It ain't the case. Like Cloud, he does those 8-minute videos giving you an update. It literally comes out at 1600 EST. I listen while drinking coffee and I get a ton of views. Yes, so what Cloud does is he does news. It's a very different niche to what I do. And what Cloud does... Yeah, that's exactly what I'm saying, Empty Mag. Strategy Live, man. Poor thing. But what Cloud does is different, and what Cloud does is news-related content, and what Cloud does, like, people say, oh, Cloud makes slop content, and, you know, other creators in the field that make that type of content get told they make slop by quite a loud group of people. Try be a news creator. You've got to be on all the time, constantly making videos, pumping them out. Like, I don't buy into it. I also think, you know, you call it slop all you want, but it's pulling views. So, there's clearly an audience. So it's not that sloppy, you know. So, if you don't like it, block the channel. Simple. But the reason why I don't do that is because it's not my bag. It's not what I'm interested in. I don't find it exciting to report on on mission or... Oh my days. I don't find it interesting to make a video about a major order. That's just not what I'm interested in. Yo, Chaoski, how's it going, man? The holiday was awesome, dude. Thank you for asking. How you doing? But my channel wouldn't do well if I made the type of videos that Cloud makes. The audience I have is based on usually builds, in-depth guides about stuff. And that's just it. I would personally hate to do what Cloud does, but it gets views, but I wouldn't be passionate about making it. Cloud does it for a job, full-time, I believe. And he's been doing it a long, long time. Long time. Kingspace 6, welcome. He's been doing it a long time. Buzz Lightbeer, he's another person that makes news content. But if you look at Buzz's channel, man, that guy has been putting in the work for years. Years and years and years. And you look at his early videos, because I do this quite a lot with like creators in my field. I find it very interesting looking at people's channels and just seeing, you know, what do they do? How did they get to where they are? Because someone like Buzz has got massive sub base. Buzz was making videos when he first started for a long time, getting not much close to 1,000 views a video, and continue to do that. Just rinse. And man, you've got to respect the grind. Someone that's not, you know, I'm losing my head at the moment because well, not say losing my head, but I'm getting annoyed because my recent videos haven't done as well as I'd like to have them. That's 2 videos, and they've still got a few thousand or whatever. Buzz, man, the guy's a legend. He covered Division extensively, did really well from that, and you can see the trajectory of his channel. It's interesting. Real-time strategies. Nice. Yeah, Johnny, you're absolutely right, bro, but the stark reality is, at the moment, as we all know, it's tricky to just potter along because of how expensive everything is. Yeah, it's absolutely correct. %100% correct. Good though, those of us we don't want to tune up in the parking lot after work. I don't know what that means. I guess at the end of the day, you have to enjoy what you do, or you will be miserable. I dig your show, man, obviously, because I came in. I appreciate you, mate. Thank you. And look, it's tough being a creator and when you're doing it part-time. But you know that I'm very, very transparent with you guys about everything. The numbers are down. we are losing what's the word? We're losing eyes. We've lost eyes. We've lost eyes on the channel quite significantly in the last month. We had a resurgence back in February and March, and it's at the moment right down. The streams are down. It's the core audience only. That's okay. Look, I don't really care about the number. It's fine. But when it's your business, you're kind of like, uh-oh, that's not looking like it's going in the right direction. Uh-oh. But it's also cyclical. And that's what this is. You know, someone who's doing it very right at the moment is Pips. Pips has just been streaming every single day, constantly, just pumps content. He's got a great work ethic and a great work method. It is Justin, but I've just been saying as well, like, I'm not just a Helldivers creator, and I'm getting incredibly burnt out and jaded in general. Like, I could be making video after video on build, like, loadouts and stuff like that for this game, and I'm at a point with it now where I'm like, I just don't feel like the video I'm making adds any value. And, you know, a lot of people would say, yeah, but, you know, just make it anyway, make it for the sake of it, but yeah, it's just not fun. It's a tricky time. It's just because there's no games that have grabbed me. It's a tricky time. We'll get through it, and at the end of the day, man, we're still streaming, still enjoying the company, and we're having fun. We have fun. That's it, Knock. It never would, though. Like, I've said this to you guys before. I would much rather have 24, which we have at the moment, 24 of you watching, chilling, talking, interacting, having the conversations with me, than have 200 and no one speaking. Right? The support you guys give me is absolutely insane. Yeah, that's true, Justin. The only issue you have when you're a creator as well is you have sponsors who want you to put sponsorship segments in your videos to sell products, and if you are being paid to do that and have a certain agreement in place and a certain metric they measure, they want you to be dropping videos that are getting good viewership, so you've got that pressure on your shoulders as well. And sponsors kind of help a lot with the bills, shall we say. And I don't take, like, my inbox, man, the last few months especially, around since like, I'd say since December, since PoE 2, we had a really good December with PoE 2. Since then, the amount of sponsorship offers I get is insane. It's either kind of how do I word this? Some of the sponsorship offers are definitely the sort of things that if I click the link, I'll end up like Strategy Live and Thick Fillet. Some of it is just like, I'd say 80% of it is like, why the hell do you think I would advertise your product on my channel? Like, I'm not gonna sell. I need to be careful what I say because Why the hell would I sell 3D printers? For example. Or why would I make my videos into a course to sell on a tuition website? Like, I already make videos that teach you how to make the builds if it's about build guide. You know, just stuff that's a complete waste of space. But then there are the occasional ones where it's like, should I or shouldn't I? Oh, we've had a few of those, man. The bottom line is, I don't take every single thing that's there because I'd rather work with one or two really solid sponsors that get what I do and I get what they do, rather than just saying, oh, hey guys, you should totally buy this this supplement that makes you razor focus when you play a video game. I would be open to companies that sell similar stuff, but it would need to feel like the 23 of you that are in the chat now, because let's be honest, you guys are the core community, that you would be interested in that. Like, what is the point of me doing that? So that was a long way of saying the pressure is on when you do have sponsors to get it right. You know what I'm saying? Yo, Turtle, dropping the rave. How's it going, Turtle? It's like we're sponsored by Apex Gaming PCs at the moment. Ugo's just bought one. You know, that's awesome. And that, what Ugo's done, super supportive of me. Like, I mean, absolutely so grateful for him doing that. Because at the end of the day, we can be great with one another, but if the audience aren't clicking and buying the product, that's where sponsors move. And that, folks, is how content creation works. Cost per mil, your viewership on your videos, 1,000. Paid per 1,000. Your sponsors, which are very flimsy at best. And then sponsor and donations, just like Kyle's just shown. Kyle Smith with them 10 says, Space Marine 2, brother, hell yeah, missed you, PSC. I've been in hospital this past week with a sore chest, but I'm 100% now. Yo, Kyle, I've not been very well with the chest at the moment, man. I was actually pretty sick when I was away on holiday, but I just powered through. But, oh, man, my chest was bad. I mean, you don't have to share in the stream, obviously, if you don't want to, but was it like, short of breath, bronchitis type feeling? Thank you so much, Kyle, for that 10. Really appreciate it. And again, chat, I'll be honest with you, like, streaming is a massive part of my income as well. Like, in some cases, it saves the month because you guys are just unbelievable with the support. Yeah, dude, I've not been great, Kyle. I had to really dose up this week. I had the sinus spray and everything. Really horrible cough. Literally couldn't have timed it worse, but I just sort of took the mentality of, drink through it. Not the most grown-up thing to do, but there was no other choice. It was either sit there feeling sorry for myself or get through it. I hope you're feeling better, man. So gaming content creator equals you could sleep when you're dead. Pretty much, man. And when you're doing it on top of a 9-to-5 job, it's brutal. Brutal. And with the way taxes work in the UK, like, it's tough. It's not a glamorous way to do things. People think it's a glamorous, oh, you're a YouTuber, inverted commas, oh, you're a streamer. It ain't glamorous. It ain't glamorous at all. It's grindy, it's hard, it's at times incredibly frustrating. Because it's the only thing I've ever done in my life where hard work does not always pay off. Let's just put it that way. The progression is not linear. It's not like the gym where if you cane the gym for 6 months and eat really well and put all the work in, that all of a sudden you see you physically see your body change, you see your numbers going up, you get the benefit from it, you feel it, it feels amazing, blah blah blah. It's not like that. It's not like a job, like a career where, you know, you work in sales, for example, and you learn your craft and you get really good at it and you start getting better and better and better. It's not like that. It's not a linear progression. It's up and down. It comes in waves. It can sometimes, you can do absolutely everything right, and just something goes wrong in terms of your algorithm doesn't favor a video. For me, a lot of the time, it's the time I have available, and my time management isn't the best. So I get a bit lost. Yeah, I couldn't stream for a living, to be fair. I'm an IT technician, so that would be way too much screen time. Yeah, oh yeah, man. You'd be cooked. You're at Mercy Beyond Forces. Yeah, exactly. Beyond the Control. Yeah, absolutely, man. And that's the tough bit about it, because obviously we all want consistent income, and it doesn't give you that unless you get very far down the line or very consistent in terms of your viewership. You know, I always get, say if you said, I don't get this, it'd be great if I did, but say you were always getting 1 million views a month consistently for 6 months, you're kind of like, there we go. I know that the minimum I'm going to get is roughly around there, and even if I don't stream, I'm still going to have this much with a sponsor paying me this much. Boom, 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 boom. There's the income. Unfortunately, it doesn't work like that unless you are able to be incredibly consistent, and as I've mentioned myself, I don't have the time to make myself as consistent as I'd like to be. I do a lot of work to do it, and we've had some, you know, some great months, the last sort of 4 months up until this month, because this month's going terrible, have been pretty good. December, January, February, March, all pretty decent. Particularly February, March, and December. But we're in a month now where everything's got boom. But that's it. That's life, man. That's the way it goes. Oh, the other thing, if you're interested in this type of stuff, is the amount of money as a YouTuber you get paid on your per 1,000 views changes per month based on, oh my days, based on what time of year it is. So December and November, you get, say you had a video with 100,000 views, the difference that you would get paid from November and December versus January and February is astronomically different. January's bleak. December's amazing. If you pop off in November and December, you have a great Christmas. Yeah, so it's variable on that level as well. So so it's not just like, you can't just say, if I get this many views a month, that's it, I'm going to get this much money. It doesn't work like that. The cost per mil, the amount that the advertisers pay for your 1,000 views on your channel moves around based on the time of year, how much expendable income people have. You've got, like this month is usually a pretty good month because it's this restart of the tax year for a lot of countries. So everyone's marketing budgets, advertising budgets reset. So this is a month you want to be doing well in, really. So unfortunately, we're just a bit slow this month because we haven't made many videos, because there's nothing that's been exciting us, and the videos that we did make didn't go very well, and that's what I was referring to before. You just can't control what's going on. You can do you can do stuff to mitigate it, and the way you mitigate it is you make lots of videos and you keep making them and not worrying about the one you've just dropped and blah blah blah. Which I've been slow with video making for the last month or two, admittedly, because I just haven't been feeling passionate about it, because the games that have been out have just not been... I'm just like, well, what do I make?
Outpost clear.
That's crazy. Imagine your boss was like, we're going to pay you 5k this month, 1k this month, 2k this month after, but you still have to do the job at the same level. Yes, absolutely like that. And that's how you need to look at it. You need to look at it as if you need to look at it from a 6-month average perspective rather than a month by month. So, you know, you might have a really, really good February and then a terrible March, but you can say, hey, do you know what? Actually, the average across the 6 months is okay. So that's the way to think about it, but it doesn't make it any better when you are a part-time creator who is still new to the game, who is still trying to make it a stable thing that they can keep doing. They're the type of moments where you start to doubt and go, am I doing the right thing here? Is this actually more trouble than it's worth? Is this the right move for me? Should I just try and find a salaried career change instead of this, but then be stuck at a desk 9 till 5, which is what you're trying to get out of in the first place? It's just like, what do we do? Where do we find happiness from? It's crazy, man. And the thing I like about this, other than the obvious fact is that I get to play video games, which is a passion of mine, is I like being my own person. I like the freedom. I like that I can go to the gym when I want. I like that I can eat when I want. I like that I can, if I want to, take a break, take a breather, stop, not do anything for a day, go on holiday and just kind of say, hey, do you know what? I'm going on holiday now.
Extraction request shuttle inbound.
That's the bonuses, which is worth a lot. How do I find the Liberated Concussive? I like it. I like it. I'm playing absolutely terrible, though, because I'm talking too much. To lib concussive. Yo, Campbell's, how's it going, man?
Sending down equipment package.
Yo, Thacker's just donated on coffee. Are we going to get a... Frank, are you going to give him a jingle? Are you going to give him a jingle? Hey. Thack.
T-minus 1 minute. Mission map.
Thank you, man. Do you mind if I announce what the value was? It's come up on my phone. That's absolutely insane support, bro. Thank you so much. Exactly, Knock. Self-employed, exactly. It's about making it sustainable. The sustainability of it's the sponsorships. That's the magnum opus of content creation.
T-minus 20 seconds.
Thack, are you there, bro? I want to announce it, if you don't mind. Don't be putting yourself out of pocket, brother. Hey, Thack's just donated 40 quid, 40 English sterling to Phase Shifter on coffee. Absolute legend. W's in the chat for Thack. We need to figure out how to make that a bit more of a thing. So just to again be real with you guys, coffee, you get the full amount of money. Like that 40 that Thack's just subbed to me, I get minus five at the end of the month off the whole value that I get through coffee. YouTube take 30% of everything. That's how the cut works on everything. 70-30. So when people support on coffee, it's cracked. It's something that I need to look at. But like, what can I offer people? It's like a Patreon, if you know what Patreon is. It's like, what can I offer for members on Coffee, for example. Are we going? Thank you, Thack. Appreciate that. If we just orbital napalmed our escape, that's not what I'd consider peak hell diving. Yeah, we're dead. Patreon's quite aggressive with its Patreon's quite aggressive with what it takes. I can't remember what it is. I've got a friend who runs a podcast, who runs a Patreon, and he gets absolutely, because we were having a conversation about it, because he can offer he offers like exclusive podcasts that you can't access unless you're a member, and he's got a really good system there. And people will pay like, I think it's $5 a month, and he has loads of people doing it. It's basically one of his main sources, and I was like, well, that's great. I can't really offer that type of level of value. And when I told him that Coffee only takes, I think it's £5 a month, he was like, bro, I get fleeced. He was like, the amount of percentage, I can't remember what it was now, it's pretty hefty. Yeah, that's it. Everyone said 8% Patreon, that's right. So Coffee is better, especially for a smaller creator like me.
Extraction complete. Pelican 1 beginning ascent.
Names at the end of a video. I mean, yeah.
Victory was
Johnny, I used to do a lot of radio. I used to do a lot of on-camera presenting of sport and whatnot at an amateur level. I nearly went to broadcast school, and I didn't. Radio was always something I really enjoyed doing. Talking in general is something I really enjoy doing. So the answer to that is yes, I would love to do a podcast. I haven't got the damn time. I just don't have the time. I started doing this too old. I'm old, man. I'm old with all old people responsibilities. I don't live with my parents anymore. I've got a mortgage. I've got a mortgage on my own. I've got a very intense job. I batter myself to do what I do anyway. Oh yeah, dude. This is the thing people don't realize about content creation. You get a lot of stuff just pulled away. Your tax on top of it. In some countries, like, the way YouTube works is the Google obviously own it. They pay, depending on where you live, the main subsidiary, I think you'd call it, entity. So for me, being in the UK, it's in Ireland. So Google, Ireland get the money from Google that then gets sent to me. And we've got what you call a double taxation treaty in place. So it basically means that they won't double tax you. But some countries don't have that exemption. So they get taxed twice. But some countries don't get taxed at all. So it's just like the way things work. A cousin's husband runs a podcast on Fourth One Radio for Scotland. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, podcasts are hard, but if you get one going, whew, you can absolutely clean up with them, man. I listen to a lot of pods. I listen to a lot of comedy podcasts. When I'm driving to my 9 till 5 in the morning, I always put a very funny podcast on. If you haven't, in fact, I don't know, Americans, I don't know if you, those of you over on the other side of the pond might not find it as funny. But I know, in fact, don't you know what? They do tours around there. They're very good. There's a podcast on Spotify called the Have a Word podcast with Adam Rowe and Dan Nightingale. Very funny stuff. Very funny indeed. And that's what I listen to. And I listen to all sorts of other random stuff. For the low price of $9.95, you too can take Phase Shifter's How to Make a Living as a Content Streamer class. Do absolutely everything that he doesn't do. We're crashing. Oh, dear. But, you know, sometimes you've just not got to take life too seriously, folks, because if you do, it puts you in a hole. Believe me, I've been in a hole recently about everything, so you just got to not take it too seriously. So instead, go to Ibiza and just spend over your wage packet and have some fun, live some life. Buy some mojitos for 20 euros each. It's fine. Pick up the pieces next week. Just do a cooking channel. Hey, my ability to cook is probably lower standard than most people. Sorry, folks. I'm just restarting the game. It is. It's a never-ending spiral, man. Yeah, and without... I mean, I always ask this question in a chat. How old are you all? Obviously, you don't have to tell me. I'm in my mid to late 30s. Like, I started this properly way too old, in my opinion. Never say never, but, like, if I'd have been in a position mentally where I needed to do something else like I do now 10 years ago, this would have been so much easier because the financial strain wouldn't have been there, the economic struggle that we're all in at the moment anyway wouldn't have been there. I wouldn't have had a mortgage. I would have been able to be supported. Like, no comment. So you're quite a lot. You guys are quite a lot of an older demographic. No offense. Hey, than what you'd associate with YouTube, and I think that's, you know, back to what I said about being old. Maybe that helps. People switch on, they go, ah, he's a bit older. I've also lived a bit more than most people, without sounding cheesy. I've lived a bit. I've done other stuff other than this. I've got a couple of... I've had two proper careers. $40. Kyle, 23, man. Kyle. Chat, Kyle is absolutely... The world is just waiting to be explored for Kyle. Bro. The 55 fish rock. Nice, man. Love it. Justin, 37. Max, 40.
Yes, we have
Ugo's 30.
for an effective
Camels is 33.
like any team.
Mako, 38. Love it.
Everyone knows his job and does
Love it, love it, love it, man. 35. 48. Have you got the PC up and running already, Hugo? That's awesome, dude. All good in the hood so far. Have they put Windows on it and stuff already? So is it literally insta-turn on, boom, you're in?
Squadron. Mission preparation aborted.
Chat, I'm so bored of Helldivers, man. I'm so bored of this! Oh.
Coordinate mission preparation aborted. Allied destroyer has left squadron.
Even Felix felt that and heard that.
Hellpods prime.
I think Helldivers brings older gamers.
Allied destroyer has joined squadron.
Hey, Chaoski's in. Yo.
Hellpod launch suspended. Hellpod.
I'll hold off if some people want to jump in. Is it bank holiday weekend? Well, we call that here in the UK. Is it a long holiday for you guys over in the States? Do you have Good Friday and Easter Sunday? Meow, 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 meow. The other thing, while we're still on the topic of content creation in general, the other thing that people don't often respect, or I say respect, not respect's the wrong word, people don't often appreciate about being a content creator is you're not just someone who, you know, oh, it's really raining outside. You're not just someone who sticks the camera on and makes the video. Unless you're paying people, editing, designing thumbnails, ideation, script writing, planning, scheduling, the lead generation, new business, BD, all that kind of stuff. Negotiating, it all adds up. It becomes crazy. One thing that would really change things for me is if I could pay someone to do some editing. Edit or thumbnail design. Because my thumbnails are my weakest part of my game. I just don't have the mental bandwidth a lot of the time. And if you go check my old videos, my Lords of the Fallen videos, when I used to just take way more time because I was just doing it for a hobby. You could see the level of focus I was putting into the edits. But unfortunately, editors, A, probably won't do it how you want them to do it, or how you want it done, a lot of the time. B, cost a fortune for a mid-level one. And when you look at what you get money-wise for your videos, it's like, well, hang on. Where's the value here? Unless you've got some sort of growth plan of like a year where you're like, right, I'm not going to make much money for this amount of time, but over time this is going to compound and grow the channel. That's where it works. But I've got a friend who he's 3 businesses deep now. He runs businesses, and we've sat and looked at everything, and he's like, no, he's like, what you're doing right now is exactly the way you should be doing it. You just need to get better at it yourself before you can start thinking about this, because he was like, in terms of the feasibility, there's no financial feasibility here for you to do it that way. And then he just pat me on the back and said, welcome to business startup. and then we laughed, and that was it.
Allied destroyer has left squadron.
I don't even feel like I want to take a precision. I'll just take an arc thrower.
Launch initiated.
My friend just sent me a picture of where he lives in Alberta, asking me when I'm moving there. It's ridiculous. I'll show you this. If I can show you this. Look at that, man. Beautiful.
Lost tunnel breach. Orbital inbound.
Orbital barrage incoming.
No, we're throwing them all in. We don't care. Right. Whoa, that's so ridiculous. Folks, I'm so sorry. I didn't realize you were speaking back to me. My chat... I'm gonna die. My chat's just gone completely silent. Hold on, let me... I'm overclock and install Windows. 3 hours to move stuff around to get it to fit. Off the chippy. Make you some lasagna. Ooh. Pips. Yeah, right. Yo, Florido, how's it going? Yeah. Beautiful. Yeah, I had a look at the new update on No More Room in Hell. It looks good, but they should have released the game in that state. They've damaged that reputation of that game probably beyond repair. Another issue with streaming is technical issues, absolutely. Where you live is practically Canada. I think I'd be quite tempted to live there, to be honest. Well, there's a few heavies in this seed. I want to try it again. I want to give it another shot. Oh my days, we're gonna get killed. No! Where'd you live? I thought you lived in the south. I thought y'all like, hey, yo, Cletus. There's a goddamn hog in the garden, Margaret. Campbell's driving the salt vibes. People have started writing on my Lords of the Fallen videos again because there's a big update. It's Mega Stash Week!
Request approved. Deploying reinforcements.
Requesting sentry. Reporting to the front.
Yeah. Fuck PoE.
Request approved. Reinforcements have been launched.
Diablo 2 Resurrected, that's the ARPG for me.
Requesting a desk.
This is top tier gaming, by the way, chap. You never see me play so well.
Sending it in.
Helldiver, you are moving outside the mission area.
Helldivers.
Nah, Fish, I'm only joking, mate. It's a great game. I'm just not in the right headspace to be making videos for it at the moment. I made a couple of videos last week and they didn't do too well, and I just
Allied destroyer joining
just got a bit disillusioned with it, really. So I'm being facetious. It's a great game. I'm just a bit murked at the moment.
Calling in reinforcements.
My April's essentially been
Calling down
cratered due to it, and I've got a big month, the rest of this month at my job. I just don't have the time. Oh, Campbell's, you'd know about it if I was. You'd know all about it if I was.
I just need to buy a monitor to do the computer.
I'm going to absolutely... how's that PC looking?
Hey, it's looking pretty.
Nice. You heard it here first, folks. Apex Gaming PCs, baby.
Yeah, I can finally take advantage of the business class.
Just say it out loud for chat. Say it out loud for everyone on the stream. Where did you get your PC from, Ugo? Where did it come from?
Apex Gaming.
Yeah, and what code can you use to get a good discount?
Actually, phase.
It's code phase. But yeah. Nice, thank you.
Watch where you say that. You are moving outside the mission area.
I forgot for a second.
What's that, Frank? You think that Ugo's got a future in advertising? We could train him. Are you gonna do it, or shall I? I've got the charisma. You've got the brains. Okay. We'll finish this conversation after the stream. Yeah. Just do your job. Oh, we have to get out.
Complete. We have to leave now. Extraction complete. Pelican 1 beginning ascent.
Yeah.
Well, what time is it?
Another victory for the right side of history.
I have 40 minutes left today, chat. What do you want? More Helldivers or Space Marine? Obviously, not everyone's going to be happy with the outcome here. Let's just keep playing Helldivers. Ugo's just got his new PC. The Ugo plug. Exactly.
Priority alert. The Tarek system.
Oh, the Tarek system. You want to be careful there. Dodgy place, Tarek. Tell you what other type of content I'd love to make. Story-driven content. I'd love to do that. I'm working and lurking, so follow your heart. Follow your heart. No worries. Play Streets of Rage 4. Wow. I'd rather play Streets of Rage on the Sega Mega Drive. Streets of Rage 4. Let me just have a quick look. Who made it? Don't know any of these. Yo, Ugo, the remember for 9 months. Use code FAZE to save an extra 5%. Hey, Ugo knows. Apex Gaming PCs, baby. Is that your old PC? Sorry. Wow, it's got really good reviews, hasn't it? Yeah, this would be funny. That's actually not a bad shout, you know. Streets of Rage 4 stream, Inc. Hang on a minute. We might have to buy this. Let me show you. Listen to the soundtrack. We haven't played Streets of Rage since we were a kid. There's Axel. What a guy. Blaze. I can remember all these. Maybe it was Streets of Rage 3 actually that was the banger. They don't make games like this anymore, really. Yeah, it looks sick. The graphics are great. Look at the animations. 17. Yo, look at some of those synthwave artists they've got in there. Why is Phase Shifter not playing this game? It looks so good, man. This looks great. Okay, we might be playing Streets of Rage at some point. Oh wait, there's more. What? That was weird. Are you thinking of either Streets of Rage or Golden Axe? Battletoads? Imagine a new Golden Axe. Imagine.
One last step.
You can't get destroy mission, can you, on this type? Don't know Contra. Battletoads was a great game. I had it for the SNES, I think. Yo, First Tour Guardsman, how you doing, man? Good to see you back. I say it every time First Tour Guardsman comes in, but folks, go check out their channel. Great channel. I enjoy your content very much, man. Are you making more stuff for the new Space Marine? What's the game where the mayor's daughter gets kidnapped and the mayor takes off his tie and collared shirt and he's ripped from head to toe and starts kicking ass? I thought you were going to say Time Crisis. But it's not. Oh, I don't know. Fatal Fury, that's it. Yeah, we don't have.
Operation accomplished. Your valor is beyond question.
Yeah, I've heard this. Would you recommend it's worth a revisit? I mean, obviously I make videos for the game and stuff, but I'm actually in a bit of flux at the moment, Guardsman, like, on what to make videos for. So I'm like, do I jump on Space Marine again? But is it gonna stick? the game's the best it's been.
Were to enter the fray. But a single triumph more.
Initiating STL jump to the Boar Rock system.
Yeah, Justin, definitely. Definitely. But like, do you mean like Let's Plays? Kind of like what Wolfheart FPS does.
Hellpod Prime.
We're locking in for this one, and then I think I'm gonna have to call it there. Will Horde mode be peak though, Kyle? Like, look, I apologise for being a bit of a killjoy. What's so exciting about Horde mode? I just don't really get why everyone thinks that Horde mode on Space Marine 2 is going to, like, save the game and make it really good.
Headset off when I was talking.
What's that?
I was just saying I had the headset off when I was talking.
Oh, no worries, man. Yeah, I really like Wolfheart FPS's channel, man. He's great. No, I'm being genuine. I apologise for sounding like a killjoy, but what's so exciting about Horde mode in that game? Surely something that'd be good would be like, oh, we're going to do these giant raids, dungeons, like, I don't know. Oh, his BG3 stuff's phenomenal. He's a fantastic creator. I'd say he's probably one of my favourites, actually. Like, he's very inspirational, the way he does things. You can, just by watching his stream as well, you can tell that he gets numbers instantly high. And his demeanour is very genuine. You can tell his audience are very much there for the trust they have in him. Sorry, I am blabbing on today.
Launch initiated.
I don't want to sound like I'm being miserable about it, but I just don't personally. I've played games with Horde modes in the past, like... I just don't get it. Yeah, his story mode, BG3 stuff's fantastic.
Today the light of liberty will bring the skies of this world once
We cooked. Yeah, we are.
Get out of there.
I hate sounding like a killjoy, but I'm just like, whatever. I'm not excited about it. Obviously, I'll check it out.
Hive structure destroyed.
Oh, we got regular stalkers too.
Oh, yeah.
calling down a sentry. Sending in an eagle.
Yes. I was literally just about to say that to you. Space Marine 3 better be a better attempt at keeping the live service model going. Sorry, they didn't know. No, they never said it was live service. It almost feels like it was like to see if people would like the style of it. Killing Floor. I was thinking of playing Killing Floor 1. But again, no one will watch.
Objective located. Southeast.
I'm gonna look for that stalker, man.
Destroy our way of life. Calling down a sentry.
Killing Floor 1 is much better than 2, though. The biggest mistakes they made in Killing Floor 2 was adding running. The fact you can't run in Killing Floor 1 makes it so much more tense. The problem with Killing Floor 2 is, no matter how crazy stuff gets, just run. It's literally a thing that they've completely overlooked in that game. Once you figure it out, it's a bit like No More Room in Hell. No More Room in Hell, the way it was last time I played, there was just a way to play that meant that you couldn't be killed.
Passive 1% move speed per level, so
Yes. Yeah. Stupid.
yeah, so higher levels you're able to run away faster.
Yeah, it was silly. A really silly design choice.
I liked it for the Berserker, but for everybody else it did feel wonky.
Yeah, I much prefer Killing Floor 1. Killing Floor 1's grit and grime, though, man. It's unparalleled.
Calling in orbital strike. Requesting advanced weaponry.
It's definitely a shame that they overlooked that. And then, from what I played of 3, don't bother. Unless they completely overhaul it. But there's no hope, man, because I saw a previous Tripwire Killing Floor 1 employee saying that they had got rid of every single, or I think it was, there's 2 left or 1 left from the original game. So what you're playing isn't a Killing Floor team game, basically. It's just a completely different group of people reimagining it and using the name to market the game, with the basic premise still being there. But playing it just looked like it was going to be poor. Yeah, they brought out patch 8, didn't they, recently, Knock? You enjoy it, man. We played a bit of BG3 on stream, but we didn't get many people coming to check it out. No, I mean the dev team, Johnny. Baldur's Gate 3. Oh no! No! Get up! Get up! Yeah, there's barely any of the originals in the game, so it's just like, what's the point? Bro, I am playing like an absolute moron. It's the way of the beast at the moment, man.
Request approved. Deploying reinforcements.
Unfortunately.
Objective near your position.
It's the same with what happened to Diablo, though. Diablo 3 and Diablo 4. There's no previous Diablo. The good Diablo devs aren't there anymore. Blizzard North with David Brevik et al. They all got laid off. They were making Diablo 3. They scrapped the game. It was around the time Activision and Vivendi got involved. They got rid of the game. And they've moved it on, and they started the development on Diablo 3, the one that we got. That was why there was such a big gap between them. And the one that they were making looked great, man. It was like similar art style to Diablo 2, obviously with better graphics because it was newer, and it was like an MMO.
Hive structure destroyed.
It looked awesome. Really, really cool. My camera lagging. Is the camera lagging for you folks? Yeah, that was so cringy, Fishrock, when that happened.
Request approved. Reinforcements have been
There is weird issue with this camera sometimes. Weird.
Request approved. Reinforcements on the way.
Hey, Piggy, I've just seen that you've followed on Twitch. Appreciate that, man. It's YouTube's the main place that we hang out, if you want to come there as well, but thank you for the follow on Twitch.
Yeah, name on the man.
Request approved.
Oh, bomb.
Reinforcements.
Point me to the enemy. Calling in reinforcements. Requesting advanced weaponry. Requesting air.
Oh no, S4.
Enemy tactical asset within range.
Democracy.
Nice. Not actually sure what's up with it, Johnny.
Throwing grenade.
Got the stalkers.
Terminate hive structure destroyed. Mission at 30 minutes remaining.
Yo, Alde, how's it going, man? You could well be right.
Requesting tac pack. Sending in an eagle.
It's a synthwave Macarena cover. Nana. El Banguero.
Requesting air support. Requesting air support.
Just wait. Just wait. We'll get ourselves tooled up. Yo, Campbell's with the membership for Rave Killer. Thank you so much, man. It's Stranger Things.
Another step toward galactic liberation. You may extract when ready.
We got him.
Dropping a pin. Wax, 50 meters.
Tactical asset nearby.
Keep on trucking, baby. Oh, we got Mega Nest, haven't we? Wait, what time is it? Yeah. Gonna have to wrap it up.
Extraction shuttle inbound.
Probably a bit loud. Sorry, guys. I was just thinking for a moment there how cool it would be if we had like a Lord of the Rings online guild. And there was like 50 of us in it. Everyone was active. And we were just like blasting through the content.
ETA T-minus 2 minutes 30 seconds.
From beginning to end. All playing it blind. Never played through. I've never played Lord of the Rings online through before. Going from the very beginning to the very end. Doing every single dungeon. Every single raid. All in order. How it was intended to be played. That'd be so fun.
Requesting orbital strike. Sending in an eagle.
A bit like, you know, how Soda Poppins made that awesome OnlyFans thing. I love that idea of a together thing, moving a group of people together. It'd be so much fun. Installing Lord of the Rings online. Don't do it, man. I won't be able to do anything with it. It was just a pipe dream, Campbell's. We're getting cleaned out. Yeah, man. I managed to convince Space Duck we were going to create a guild on World of Warcraft Classic, and it never happened. Still feel bad about that. I'd love to play a banger fantasy MMO with everyone, and have it so the channel was working still. That's the kicker.
ETA T-minus 30 seconds.
One of my favourite ever gaming experiences was running a guild in WoW Classic during COVID.
ETA T-minus 10 seconds. Clear landing zone.
It was so much fun.
Pelican 1 arriving at coordinates. Countdown initiated. Stand by for takeoff.
Reinforcement budget depleted.
Extraction complete. Pelican 1 beginning ascent.
Tobias.
Another victory for the right side of history.
Oh. I've slept upside down today. I slept from like midnight till like 9 yesterday. Today, sorry. And then got up, and then it got to like midday, and I was like, just might go for another lie down. And I slept till like 5, and then came on stream. Now I'm going to chill. I will be streaming this weekend, probably every day. Might try to just mix it up a bit, man. Like, play a bit of Helldivers, get people in, and then just switch the games to some obscure stuff. And see how we do. GG's, man. I'll need to buy it, Johnny. I need to be careful this month after my holiday. GG. How's that PC running?
Beautifully.
Nice. That's really good.
Monitor so it can actually, you know, not be dropped.
You got a 1080p at the moment?
Yeah, it's my old monitor from 2013. It's a decent monitor, but it is old.
Yeah, nice. Well, yeah, I'm glad it's working well, man.
Allied destroyer has left squadron.
Awesome. Right, GG's.
Yeah, worth the wait.
That's good to hear. GG's.
GG's, fellas.
So, a couple of formalities, if you will. Ugo with the 9 months, Campbell's with the gifted, Kyle with the 10, Johnny with the 5, Tobias with the 5. Thank you so much today for the support, folks. And of course, Thack with the 40 over on coffee. Really appreciate that, man. Thank you so much. And thank you, everyone, just for coming and hanging out. We've blown the cobwebs off a little bit, playing a little bit of Helldivers with the PSC, which has been great. And I will be playing games all weekend and attempting to make some videos on what I don't know yet, man. It's just, there's just nothing going on. But nonetheless, Phase Shift community. Oh no, Lab's just arrived and we're canning the stream. That sucks. Lab, how you doing, bro? Look at these silver beards. There's so many silver beards here. Welcome back. See you this weekend. You will indeed. I appreciate you, Thack. Thank you so much. Justin, you take care, man. Everybody else, Chaos, Kyle, Tobias, Rave, Johnny, Fish, Ugo, you know who you are. Take care of yourselves. Keep having fun. And we'll see you in the next one.